Jeeja Ghosh, who is a leading activist of disabled people here in Kolkata on behalf of Cafe Dissensus. Hello. As you know, we are focusing on mostly how the personal issues become political. So in this context, I would like to know about what kind of ableist ideologies you have confronted since your childhood.
Actually, I have one notion of
Good morning.
because from childhood we kind of taught that the way out.
We are taught that perfection is the only way out.
You succeed in life.
Yes, to succeed in life.
Yeah. So that ableist ideology is kind of ingrained
Ableist ideology is ingrained
into our psyche,
into our psyche.
and that's, I think, kind of become a source of affliction for us.
Yes, it becomes a source of oppression for disabled people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in your own childhood, what kind of notions of dependence, what kind of notions of independence did you encounter?
The first thing I think the general idea was because them discipline as dependent for life.
Yes, independent for life. Yes.
But for me, because my family and their identity and vision, I was made to think that I had to be independent.
You had to be independent. That was told to you by your family and
Yeah.
people around you.
I had to be independent. I had to do something in life.
Yes. And how can you talk about one or two things that your family did to encourage your independence?
Yeah. When I passed my first
That's true.
year, I wanted to go to a college, residency college, because that was near to my house, and I had to change buses. Even though my family was not too this idea, but they eventually allowed me to go.
So they were worried about you, but they still allowed you to
Yeah.
go to the college.
And this exposure, this opportunity helped me
This opportunity.
to become independent, trap them independent, which I couldn't before.
Was college your first experience of a mainstream or school college?
No, I went to
From your class too. Okay. And that was the first time you were in a integrated setup. Were your friends or your classmates
Yeah.
accommodating?
Yeah. I would Europe.
Okay, okay. So you've been in inclusive setup right from your childhood, and you haven't, with the children at least, you haven't faced any discriminatory behaviors.
Yes.
Okay.
But after a certain stage,
Okay. Now, you spoke about your college life in residency. After that, I know for sure that you went to study in Delhi.
yes, another thing for being independent.
Another phase of being independent. Okay. And did your family resist at that time?
No.
They encouraged you. And in Delhi, how was your overall experience of living in a hostel or being all alone in the city without family support?
Overall, it is enough that
The hostel life was positive.
quite positive. And we all had a then up and down. It's like any other.
Okay, and in the university itself, did you face any kind of
Yeah, I think that teachers had more barriers.
the teachers had more barriers
Yes.
than the students themselves? Okay.
They had more barriers. The students, I think, are most of them, they were open-minded.
Accepted. Oh. Now, I would like to actually, since I've known you for a long time also, I would like to, talk in terms of the discrimination that disabled people face, especially in public areas. I know accessibility is a big problem for most disabled people. Transport systems, public buildings, etc. are not very accessible. But in terms of accessibility and in terms of the discriminatory behavior, I would like you, if possible, to talk about any episode that happened with you in public space.
I think this is the most shocking activity in my life. I don't know. It happened in February last year.
Last year, February.
Yeah. I was traveling to attend the conference, and I was traveling to Palsy.
Spice it.
Yeah. And being quite a frequent flyer. I know they need to get in there for how to get us. I'm quite familiar with
Because you
that.
fly so frequently
Yeah.
that you're quite familiar with
Yeah.
the set.
Well, as usual, I've been checking up for assistance. And then when provided a wheelchair and assistance, I've been
Security.
yeah, and then boarded the flight.
You boarded the flight also.
Yeah. I really, I know
get off.
Yeah. I said, why? Why do I have to do good?
No explanation at all. Forcibly forced you to get off the plane. Early morning.
Yeah. I
Wait.
but you could say I said, why the hell? I'm deported. I need a new
Yes. The pilot had a problem with you. What was the problem? Oh, he had a problem because you are disabled and you have uncoordinated movement, so he cannot fly you, is the argument. Okay. And then what did you do?
I was deported because this I wanted them to write,
Okay.
and then we will take you.
Oh, so they brought you home.
And by that time, the media was informed. I informed the people at the conference at the and they informed the media. And by then, the media
Okay. And subsequently, have you taken any action?
and the funding party before they got removed, they issued me a ticket for the next day.
They issued you a ticket for the next day.
Yeah.
So this is basically they were giving into the discrimination by a particular pilot. Because the next day you would have another set of pilots and they could also refuse to fly you. Did you finally take another flight?
No, I couldn't. I was shocked and sad. I couldn't.
I know because we have traveled so many times together. We have faced discriminatory attitudes, but this is
not at this need to
not of this magnitude. Definitely not ever we have boarded the plane and they have deplaned us. Though I remember that incident when we had traveled to Delhi together and at night, remember? You remember that it was quite late at night when they called me up and said, we can't let her go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this was 2 months. Anyway, what kind of action have you initiated?
I have filed the
Lawsuit.
yeah, both the consumer court and the
Okay, at the Supreme Court also and at the, as a rights violation and here as a consumer. Exactly. Okay.
But our legal system
It's very time consuming. Right.
and they have come up with the story that I was holding from the mouth.
You were foaming from the mouth. Oh,
That this story there,
as if you were having a fit, epileptic fit you were having.
that this story there.
Okay. if we are called to witness, we will certainly be able to say that. So they might call in the medical professionals to decide what is the they did call it. The waves of a particular pilot, but the entire airline also gives into it. So there is a nexus between this. It's not they are showing the pilot as a dummy, but actually the airline also supports it. Otherwise, they would have told the pilot, "You take the passenger." And I'm sure the pilot doesn't make the final decision anyway. Can we move to, looking at your recent life, and talking about certain issues that you've always been away from the mainstream path. What is mainstream for disabled seem to be. And when you first decided to get married, what kind of reactions did people have around you? They were happy for you, but positive reaction.
They like my husband, and they thought he was a good choice. And in the beginning, his family was apprehensive.
They were apprehensive, his family.
When they realized there was no other way, they had to give me.
Okay. But generally, other people around you, your friends, and friends, okay, have been supportive. But generally, you think. And disabled women get married. Because that is something which, as disabled women, we know that sexuality is denied and is you can sense it. Yeah, and when you actually decided to go in for registration and all that, your immediate friends were supportive, I'm sure. Now that you set up independent house with your husband, what is the kind of reactions you get from people now that you're married?
They don't say anything in front of us.
Okay, people don't say anything in front of you.
They don't behind our back.
They don't.
They definitely.
Okay.
And many people told my husband, yes, that good job.
He's done a good job.
Good job.
Okay.
But
it's the same ideology of the reverse side. That he's done a mahan thing by marrying you. So it's that kind of thing.
yeah, and I have even heard things that I can satisfy my husband.
Okay, so this is also speculation that they can really satisfy your husband. Isn't that really a personal thing which is up for discussion in a public domain? And finally, because you are also an activist, issues around sexuality, especially of disabled women, what are the 2 or 3 things that you would like to highlight? Is the ideologies that are there, and we would like to challenge them? No sexual identity.
And I think treating us like a commodity
Treating you like a commodity. Why? Why as an commodity?
with when you deny certain important aspects of the human life. One area is love. It's not a full person.
It's not a full person. You're denying personhood to a person.